up to? What you up to, Buster? Where you up to now? Where you gonna be? Who you gonna see there? Let's find out whose hands will shake. See the things you've done? We could have some fun there. Let's find out what friends will make. Buster, where you up to? What you do? Yeah. What you up to, Buster? Where you up to now, 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 now? Hey, Buster, where you up to?
Or the country girl. I never thought about it. Take our personality quiz and find out. Remember, your future happiness depends on matching your goals to your personality. Where do you think you'd be happy? Living in the city or the country? Oh, I'm going to have a penthouse apartment in the city and in the state in the country. But let's find out what's right for your personality. Okay, here's the first question. If you were a car, you'd be A, an old pickup truck, B, a mid-sized family sedan, C, a sleek race car, C, race car. Okay, next question. If you were a bowl of soup, you'd be A, clam chowder, B, hot and sour soup, C, you're a race car, a bowl of hot and sour soup, a panther, a skyscraper, and a chainsaw. So what does that mean? Your personality is a perfect match for the excitement and fast pace of New York City. New York City. It's never too soon to start visualizing your future in the place of your dreams. Isn't this great? Now you don't have to waste time visualizing yourself living in a future that's all wrong for you. But I've never been to New York City. I don't know if I'd like it or not. Let's get Buster to film it for you.
Wow, is that Manhattan Island?
Yep. My friend Eric Goldstein and his family live just on this side of Central Park, right there. And we're going to be visiting during Shabbos, which is the Jewish Sabbath. We'll get to celebrate their day of rest with them.
Ooh.
Here in New York City, can you imagine?
So many people live here, that's why. Here in New York City.
You can take a taxi, yeah, a bus or a train. Take a walk, you can if it doesn't rain. The subway runs underneath the ground here in New York City.
Here in New York City, can you imagine growing up? Here in...
I need to see inside a real New York apartment. No problem. I know there are a lot of tall buildings, but what about parks? I mean, I can't live someplace where there's no room to ride my bike or play softball or soccer.
We're coming up to Eric's building now.
Francine, I've got to go so I can film the apartment for you. Bye. Okay, Francine. First thing about New York City is a lot of people get around in cabs. This is where my dad and I are going to be staying, with the Goldsteins. They live in an apartment building like you, only their apartment is on the 18th floor instead of the 2nd.
Eric, long time no see.
Hi, Bo. Great to see you.
This is my son, Buster.
Hi, Buster. Nice to meet you.
This is my son, Harriet. Marv.
Thank you so much for letting us stay here.
You can put down your bags anywhere here, and you'll be sleeping on this bed.
Now, which of these beds would you say is more New Yorkish?
This one, the one with the Yankee symbol on it. It's probably one of my favorite baseball teams.
I guess a New Yorker loves New York teams.
Yep, people just to remind us that there's someone above us.
A kippah. Oh, you wear that because you're Jewish, right? And how about that other thing you're wearing?
Seat. Depends like where I am. Like if I'm in school, I wear them out like this. If I'm at home, I usually wear them out like this. But if I'm going on the street, I usually put them in. Come here, Buster, let me show you. This is the living room.
Francine, check out the view. We're so high up. Aryeh, is that the Hudson River over there? Hey, what are you doing way over there?
Because I'd rather not look out the window. I'm scared of heights.
You're scared of heights and you live in a skyscraper?
I think the view's nice, I guess. But, yeah, I don't like it that much.
You should trade places with my friend Francine. She lives on the 2nd floor of a pretty short apartment space or something.
I know, I thought of that too. Looks like a spaceship that's about to launch.
What's this for?
Oh, you're looking at the Havdalah candle over there, aren't you? It says it in the Torah, which is the Bible. And we don't do work, we don't do anything electronic.
Oh, so you don't do any work the whole day?
Nope.
Wow, not even homework?
Nope.
How about baseball? Can you play that?
No, we're not allowed to play sports on Shabbos, but if you want, you can come and watch me play a game of softball.
Softball?
Yeah, softball. Catch, Buster.
I wonder how you can play baseball in the city. Over here! Throw it to me! Great day for a baseball game. Boy, Aria moves fast. I guess you have to walk fast to live in the city.
We're coming close to the baseball diamonds. There's also a harbor, as you say. There's a lot of boats docked here.
Are you sure we're still in the city?
Yeah.
Finally, we're at the park. Of course, much better than playing on the roof.
You know, I'm as good at baseball as any of those New York kids. The rules of baseball are the same wherever you go. But the rules of living in the greatest city in the world are an entirely different thing. I need to learn everything a real New Yorker knows about how to live in the city.
Well, I'm going to school with Aria tomorrow.
I bet that's where they learn all the important big city stuff. Things they never teach us in Ratburn's class. We're almost at my school, so when we get there, it's gonna be a little different than your school.
Do they teach you big city stuff like memorizing subway routes or walking really, really fast?
Nope. The first thing that we can go to is morning prayers.
Is it okay if I film the prayers for Francine?
Mister, it's okay. You can come on in.
Wow. What language is that?
It's Hebrew. It's the language of the Jews.
Gosh, Francine is Jewish, but I don't know how much Hebrew she knows. We don't have it in our school. She might have some catching up to do. Why are all the girls over there and all the boys over here?
Boys and girls are separated because when we're playing, it might be a little distracting for boys and girls to be together. So to stop that from happening, we separate boys and girls.
Oh, that's like during prayers at my friend Farah's school in Chicago. She's a Muslim. Did you forget to put on your tefillin?
I don't have one because you only get them when you're 13, and I'm not 13. I'll get them in 2 years. Buster, now they're going to take the Torah, or like holy book, out of the ark. They kiss it because they just want to show respect to the Torah. They kiss it with their book.
It's a big scroll. Why are they moving like that?
They're swaying to get more spirit. That's why they're swaying.
Wow, it's got to be really heavy. Now what's everyone doing?
Now everyone goes to their classes.
Classes? You mean like math and history and that kind of thing?
Yep, just like a normal school. So Buster, I decided to take you to the library, so you just heard a lot of Hebrew, so I decided to show you some Hebrew books, so come on.
Great. Francine needs to see this. By the way, you should assume she knows nothing, so keep it basic.
Yeah, how about I take out this book and show you something?
Is it a cool New York thing to open a book backwards?
No, this will be backwards. This is forwards.
Back in Elwood City, we do it the other way around.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because in English, we read from left to right. But in Hebrew, we read from right to left. That's why it looks like it's backwards, but it's really not.
Is it hard to get used to reading right to left?
It is, but after a while, you get used to things, right?
So it's probably not too late for Francine to get the hang of it?
So, you know, practice makes perfect.
Yeah, but I don't think Francine even knows where to start. I've never seen her read anything from right to left.
Oh, there's my friend Maddie over there. She just learned a lot of Hebrew. Maybe she can help you. Maddie? Yeah? This is my friend Buster. Hi, Buster.
Hi. Listen, I've got this friend. She's not from New York, but she is Jewish, only she's behind in her Hebrew. Would you help her?
Okay, sure.
How come you know so much Hebrew, Maddie?
Well, my bar mitzvah's coming up in a week, and for that I need to know a lot of Hebrew.
Is that anything like a bar mitzvah? Francine's cousin had one of those.
It's called a bat mitzvah. If you're a Jewish person, and for a girl when you turn 12, and for a boy when you turn 13, you have kind of like a celebration, because at that age, in the Jewish community, you're considered an adult and you have a lot of responsibility.
Francine has got to get busy. Maybe you can help me make a Hebrew for Beginners video for her.
Well, I think if you come to my house, then I could teach you some of it.
Really? That would be great.
Yeah, we could have like a little study session.
How about we go after school? Can we cross now?
No, because look, there's a red light, which means no crossing. If we cross now, we might have to worry about cars, and that'd be bad, because we don't want them to run us over or anything. I think the greatest thing about this city is that whatever time of day it is, it could be midnight or... I know a great place we can go for some really yummy food.
Let's go. people, so many snacks. I want one of everything. Maybe I'll start with something from the deli.
But look at that sign. Kosher slicing machine.
What's kosher?
Well, people that are Jewish have certain things that they can eat and certain things that they can't eat.
Uh-oh. I think Francine will eat anything. How do you know what you can eat?
We have to check all our foods to make sure they have a sign like this or an OU on them so that we know that they're kosher and we can eat them. Look what we have here. Just like I said, OU-D, dairy. This sign means that anybody that's kosher can eat it.
They put signs on this stuff. Isn't that great? Okay, what else does she need to know?
Jews also can't mix meat and milk. Like, we can't have a glass of milk with turkey or with meat.
What about a cheeseburger?
No, none of those either. Because the cheese is a milk product, and the burger part is meat.
Those look so good. Do you want to share them?
Sure, definitely. Let's go buy them.
Maddie lives in a skyscraper like Aryeh, but not as close to the top.
This is my dad.
Hi.
This is my brother. This is my little sister, Joria. This is my mom.
Great to meet you, Buster.
Nice to meet you, too. Now, how should we start Francine's Hebrew lesson?
Well, I think first I should show you what I have to learn. Here is my work. All of it is written in Hebrew because that's the way that I have to sing it.
Whoa, that might be too much to start with. Can you break it down a little?
Well, I have a special position called my memorizing position. And when I'm in this position, I always am trying to memorize something.
Why do you do that?
Well, when you're trying to do something hard, you have to be really comfortable, so it doesn't seem that scary or nervous or anything like that.
Can you teach Francine something to ease her into Hebrew? You know, something basic she can say?
The first thing I have to say is Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Now, try and say Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov.
You got the second one, too. Good job, Buster. You're practically a pro at this now.
Maddie, maybe you should go easy on the compliments for me.
But you're doing really well.
But I don't want to make Francine feel bad that I'm already so good at this.
Bye, Buster. Thanks so much for coming.
Bye, Maddie. Down the elevator we go again.
For your information, I am not behind on my Hebrew.
But we don't study it in Ratburn's class.
That doesn't mean I don't study it. I do, every week at Hebrew school. Maddie and Aryeh must think I'm clueless.
Are you going to have a bat mitzvah like Maddie?
Yeah, but I still have years to get ready for that.
What about eating cheeseburgers? I've seen you eat cheeseburgers.
Look, not all Jewish people keep kosher as strictly as Maddie and Aryeh.
Sorry, Francine. I guess you know all about Shabbos then.
Of course I do. My family probably doesn't observe it exactly the same way as Aryeh's family. They're Orthodox and we're not. Hey, Buster, let's hurry up now.
How come we have to hurry?
Because in about 2 hours, Shabbos is going to start. And we have to have all the cooking done before Shabbos starts.
Can I help you? Here, let me put these dishes in the sink.
Wait, Buster, that's the wrong sink. You have to bring it to that sink. There's a milchik sink and a fleishik sink.
A what?
Milk and fleishik. Milk and meat. Dairy and fleishik. Dairy and fleishik is Hebrew, I think.
What do you mean? Why do you have two separate sinks?
Because you can't mix meat and milk together.
Oh, right. Maddie told me that. But I didn't think it had anything to do with sinks.
So we have two different sinks. So how about let me bring this to this thing.
Thanks. I can't wait to film Shabbos for my friend Francine.
Ooh, your camera's going to have to be off. You definitely can't film while, I should say when Shabbos starts.
Yeah, I'm going to go get on a different pair of clothes because I'm going to get to my Shabbos clothes.
Aryeh?
Yes?
Buster.
Let's go. I'm going to that.
Buster.
We're about to light the candles. Let's go.
What's happening?
We're about to light the candles.
Is this the final countdown?
This is really a lot of fun, Buster. Very special.
Whoops, that's the timer. Hold on.
Time is running out.
Start setting up the candles. We'll be right there. Okay.
It's the final push. Is it always this rushed?
It's always rushed. Aryeh, it's time for you to get the Kiddush cups. Okay.
It's like a well-oiled machine. Everyone has a job to do. It's almost sunset.
Emma, my mother's gonna get a match and light these candles here. She says the blessing she's welcoming me in the Sabbath. Buster, you want to try saying that verse that you've been trying to say, that you've been practicing? Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah! Nice job. Nice job. Shabbos is about to start, but I think it's time for you to turn off your camera.
Okay. Shabbat Shalom, Francine. I'm turning off the camera.
Bye.
Dad and I spent a day together, and we didn't even use electricity.
Hi, Buster. How you doing?
I feel great. It's okay to turn the camera on now, right?
Yep, Shabbos over. Now we're gonna have the ceremony with the candle.
Cool, the Havdalah candle.
So we're gonna light it.
I can film this part for Francine. Is there anything else I should do?
You just have to watch and listen. And if you have any questions, just ask me.
Got it.
Okay, guys. Abdullah.
My father's gonna fill the glass.
Uh-oh, he's spilling it.
He did that on purpose, don't worry. Because we're overflowing with, like, joy.
Hine Yeshua Seyaf Taflo Avkad. Yoziv Zimraya Hashem Bihili
We
Yeshua.
want to know, even though that Shabbos is over, we still want to we still want to be happy.
They smell really good.
Baruch Atah Hashem Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei miorei ha'esh.
Shavua Tov. Bust, do you think you can say it?
Shavua Tov.
Shavua tov. Hamafil ben kodesh
Was it hard to live for 24 hours with no computer or TV? Actually, it was really peaceful. I hung out with Aryeh, and my dad told me some funny stories that I'd never heard. My family lights candles on Shabbos, and we have challah and wine, but we don't turn everything off like that. I only have one more night in New York. Maddie's invited...
Buster, come on, we're late.
We're on our way to Maddie's bat mitzvah party, Francine. A great party starts with a great menu. I'm trying out all the desserts for you. And so far, I can personally recommend every single one.
Hi, Maddie. Congratulations. Mazel tov. Thank you. Mazel tov means congratulations in Hebrew.
Mazel tov! So, Maddie, I really enjoyed Shabbos. I like having a day of rest.
Yeah, Buster was really good. He said Shabbat Shalom and Shavua Tov very well. I am so impressed. I always knew you had it in you. You are a very quick learner.
You're gonna need music at your party, Francine, because after eating all those desserts, people really need to dance. Bye, guys. Thanks for everything. I love New York, and so does Francine.
You know, I think I'd really like living in a place like New York City someday. Good. We can share a penthouse on the Upper East Side. East Side? No way. I like the Upper West Side. We'll take cabs everywhere. I'm taking the subway whenever I can. And we can go to the Metropolitan Opera. Are you kidding? We can watch the New York Yankees. Opera. Yankees. Opera. Yankees.
Here in New York City, can you imagine growing up? Here in New York City, I can touch the sky.
Thousand things for you and for me. What an exciting place to
You can take the subway and travel underground. Here in New York City, here in New York City, can you imagine growing up? Here in New York City, I can touch the sky.